going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning in. Today we're out here at the shop, and as I said in the previous episode, we are going to be going over everything that I've already acquired for the Integra build and giving you guys a price breakdown on everything so that you can keep track of what it's going to cost to build something like this. So let's hop in here where I have all the parts laid out for us, and we'll just go through piece by piece and break down what it's costed me so far. So first things first is we're going to start with everything we got in the last video, which was the front bumper, the spoiler, and the harnesses and harness pads. For all of that I paid $1,000, so I kind of broke it down so that the bumper was $300, the spoiler was $300, the harnesses were $300, and the pads were $100. Now, it may seem like a lot for some of these stuff, but the body kit alone is like $1,000 from Wings West, and they take a long time to produce and then ship the body kit, so you could be waiting months for this stuff, and this will just save us a ton of time when we eventually get the car and we can take this stuff to paint and get everything to paint match. That'll make this process super quick and this build will go by 10 times smoother, especially because I'm trying to find a Milano red Integra, which is the correct color and everything, so I won't have to paint the car or anything. I just paint the body kit to match. So that's basically it. $1,000. You got the front bumper, spoiler, harnesses, and the harness pads. Next up, we have the wheels. These are the Momo GT2 wheels. This was the first part that I purchased for this build. They were $150. I found them on Facebook Marketplace in St. Louis, Missouri, and had them shipped. And with shipping, it was a total of $500 for these wheels. They are pretty hard to come by, but if you do some searching around, you can find them. They're just either finding them in white is the hardest part, because I found a lot of silver ones, but I really wanted to get the white just for some reason. I don't know why. That's just how I am. But they're going to need to be re-powder coated. As you can see, they are pretty beat up, and two of them have been a little bend in them, so I have to get that adjusted. But $500 got me the wheels. Next up, we have the seats, obviously. So, little quick background on these. I was searching through Instagram, actually, and I was just I typed in Momo seats, and I was just looking through like hashtags and stuff like that, and I came across a post with the correct seats. Now, this post is from Chad Wilson. I just came across these. I saved the post, and I messaged him. I was like, hey, any chance you're interested in selling these seats? And he originally said no, because he's going to be putting him in his BMW, and so I just kind of gave up and just continued looking. But I think it was like a year or two later, he messaged me. He was like, hey, I'm kind of interested in getting rid of the seats to get something else. Would you still be interested? And I said, yes, of course. So I made the deal. He was willing to ship them to me. Let's see. I paid $308 for the seats with shipping. So this was a steal for these seats. They are pretty beat up and will need to be reupholstered, but finding another set like these, it's just not possible. I found one seat that was the same colorway but different logo, and other than that, I have not found anything else. So to get these was a huge score, and I want to thank Chad very much for that. Alrighty, and to finish everything up, these are all of my eBay finds. eBay and UpGarage, I should say, because I got the speaker kit from UpGarage, but everything else has been from eBay. Now, let's go through and break down all the prices for you guys. So, the Momo waffle pedals, I paid $262.51 for. For the Momo seat brackets, these are extremely hard to find, and this is the only set I've been able to find. So if any of you know where I could get a second set, because I need two for the passenger seat, please feel free to send them my way. But for these, I paid, it's actually not on my list, so I'll have to go back and find that, because I definitely want to keep track of that. But I will try and find that, and I'll put it on the screen here. For the AEM power pulley kit, I found this on eBay. This was $68.90. The fuel regulator, I paid $92.68, and for the fuel filter, I paid $50. That one was actually off of Facebook, not eBay. And then for the radio, this is the only Sony radio that I have found for this car. Otherwise, I've only found like the faceplate with all the buttons, but like finding the whole entire radio has proven to be one of the, I mean, all of these parts are hard to find, but that one was right up there with like the seats and stuff, because that was the only one I found. But I got the Sony CDX C7050X radio for $130. The speaker kit I got off of Up Garage, which is a Japan company, if you guys don't know that, but the whole audio kit was $198.28. The new speed front engine strut bar was $75, and the tow bar was $150. So that's basically everything for all the little pieces, and basically everything that I've collected for the car so far. Alright, so for the seat brackets, I actually paid $80 for these, and then for the new speed rear tie bar, I paid $80 for it, because I bought both of those on eBay. I was able to go back and check. But after doing some calculations and tying everything together, we spent a total of $2,865.37 so far on this build, just in parts. I don't even have the car yet, but that's really not that bad for what we have. We have a majority of the pieces, pretty much everything for the interior besides a couple things. I still need to find a 10-inch Momo sub for the rear. I need to find the Foliatech heel plates and a couple other little greedy gauges, but those are pretty easy to come by. They're just kind of expensive if you look on eBay. But other than that, like the interior, we have pretty much dialed down thanks to having those seats and harnesses and stuff like that. And then we have a majority of the engine components as well. I'm still looking for a AEM fuel rail that is red. I need it to be red. I found the correct cam gears. I do have a set of cam gears over here that I had purchased that are red, but they are the wrong ones, and I just didn't catch that when I purchased them. But that's alright. I can sell those once I get the new ones in. And I think that's about it. Everything else in there is just a lot of yellow loom, and there is a ignition system and stuff like that, but we can go through that stuff later on. But so far we have spent $2,865, so that gives you kind of a base point of what to shoot for and keep track going forward. I will keep you guys updated on anything else that comes in, but that pretty much does it for the second video of this build series. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found it somewhat interesting and kind of include you into what you guys missed out on the clips, because I have not shared what it costs to build that car. And if you guys really do want to see it, drop a comment down below and I'll make a video on what it cost building that car. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked today's video, please give me that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really will help me out and help make the channel bigger and better every day. But for now guys, I'll see you in the next one. Two of them are bent, and they obviously are pretty beat up, so they're going to need a repowder coat. They're going to need to be repowder coated, but these are pretty hard to find, and I found a lot of 5-lug versions, but you have to have the 4-lug. It's 4x100. I don't know what I'm saying. Next up, we have the wheels. These were the first God damn it. Alrighty guys, so as you saw in the last video, we drove to Charleston. The bumper and the spoiler were both $300 a piece, and then the harnesses was the rest.